So I just saw the trailer for the upcoming Star Trek film that J.J. Abrams is working on, and I don't think I could create a face that would really explain the reaction that I have to the film. I think I'd actually have to get some crazy disease and die a really painful death because I really think that's what they're doing to the Star Trek franchise. I think going back in time was one, a big mistake with Enterprise, and two, a huge mistake with trying to do a retelling of kind of the introduction between Kirk and Spock and whatnot. The trailer starts off with them driving a car, and then he leaps out of it, and the police comes like, "Who are you?" and all this, the rest of this crap. The whole thing is so stylized and so action oriented. The movie looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to watch, but this is not a Star Trek film. This is a J.J. Abrams version of Star Trek that I think all of us Star Trek fans are probably going to be fairly upset about. If you liked Enterprise, you're probably going to like this film. So I can't say all of us Star Trek fans, but I don't really even consider Enterprise to be Star Trek. Sorry, if you like that show. I think this was a really bad move. I really think that they should have left the franchise alone for a few years. They should have let it simmer, and then they should have picked it up in the future a little bit further. So, beyond Voyager, beyond DS9, get rid of some of that baggage. You could still use it as canon. You could still refer to it just like Star Trek Next Generation did to the original series, but you don't, go ahead and make it one of your main story arcs in every episode kind of thing. The way that Enterprise stole from all the rest of the different series for plot line and for information and just even for how people reacted to situations. Just it totally made me upset and frustrated with the series. And the way that J.J. Abrams is taking this stylized approach to Star Trek is absolutely ridiculous. One of my good friends, Michael Murphy from TVJam.com and AppleGazette.com said, "Oh, well, maybe this is kind of, First Contact when they went back in time. Maybe that kind of affected some changes in the universe, and so we're kind of on a whole new kind of path line that doesn't really work with the one that we're used to in the TV series." And I kind of like that idea, and there's a reason that I like that idea, is because we can ignore that alternate universe thing, and we can pretend it never existed as canon for Star Trek, and ignore this whole reboot or retelling of everything that's going on in the Star Trek universe. Um, One of the big things that they changed is kind of the design of the Enterprise. It actually looks a lot more like Enterprise A mixed with a little bit of the Enterprise E. And I thought that was kind of strange. It looks like they took the engine nacelles from the Sovereign class and threw them on an older ship, the Enterprise A, and said, "Hey, we're done, woohoo!" Um, they're making a lot of mistakes. I think they picked some good cast members. I think they picked some good actors. I think the storyline is probably going to be fairly interesting, and it's going to be very action-oriented and fun to see. I just wish it did not have the Star Trek title to it. Um, that's really how I feel about it. I think that they made a huge mistake here. And if you want to go ahead and see the trailer as well, jump on over to io9.com. That's IO the letters, and then 9 the number.com. They have the first glimpse of the Star Trek trailer up there. It's fairly bad quality. It's not in the entirety, but it gives you a good idea of what they're going to be doing with the movie. So I'm going to have more information about the movie as we go along, but for now, I just have to shake my head. Don't forget to check out altsci-fi.com, where I'll be posting this video and other videos about all things science fiction going forward.